Well, let's get you the true picture of what brand Bengaluru looks like, because the city has sunk not just in water but in shame. 3 lives that have been lost, yet some call it as a small incident. Let's talk about the victims here. Shashikala, Manmohan and 12-year-old victim Dinesh. These are the victims of a system that simply doesn't bother, that simply doesn't care. Killer potholes, open wires, open for overflowing drains. A city that powers India's tech capital has now been paralyzed by civic apathy. Electrocution, not rain, claimed the life of young Dinesh, and we've been getting ground reports as well of what exactly overnight rains does to the city. It's been battered completely, as when it comes to roads that have turned into rivers. In fact, you can see how rescue operations are being carried out, and these are posh areas, the areas which has residential houses and also has IT corporates. Meanwhile, submerged roads, stranded vehicles that have once again sparked public outrage, with the citizens demanding stronger monsoon preparedness from the BBMP, as it is not even official beginning of the monsoon season yet.
It's very difficult to reach out in Bangalore to an office if you are staying 10 kilometers or 15 kilometers away from your home and you have to reach office. It's taking more than 1.5 hours to reach you in office. So it's very difficult currently.
ट्रैफिक है,
बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक है इधर बेंगलुरु में। ट्रैफिक इतना है कि कहना नहीं है।
बारिश के कारण जो रोड पे इतना
बारिश हो जाता है तो फिर ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक हो जाता है। जी मैम।
कितना मुश्किल हो रहा है
पहुंचने बहुत ज़्यादा, जैसे आधा घंटा में पहुंचना है तो वहाँ 1 घंटा 2 घंटा लग रहा है।
Like how difficult it is getting for you to reach office today?
I think it will take around 2 hours. I started at 11 o'clock and I'm not sure what's the time now. It took me around, there is around 1 kilometer of traffic here. So somehow the driver came in the service road, so I'm able to reach little bit 20 minutes early. Maybe I'm not sure how this road is from Silgot to Martali.
IT city, Bengaluru's road condition
No, it's very worse. I'm not sure where the taxes are going. I'm really not sure how the government is taking. Or if you see the roads, I'm daily communicating, you should see low number of plastics. The plastics are very much, and though I'm not sure, because of this metro they have dug up the roads and it's very worse. I'm not sure how this rainy season we are going to sustain.
Well, Neha is connected with us. Neha, we don't know exactly, when we will stop actually reporting on this story. This has now become an annual affair, unfortunately. And this is coming as a deluge just a week ahead of monsoon season's commencement. These are pre-monsoon showers, and look how it has battered the city.
Well, Amita, you're absolutely right. And, that's the biggest nightmare or concern that people of the city have. Remember, these are just pre-monsoon showers. And the roads, in fact, are completely inundated right now, to say the least. People, of course, in the city right now, terrified to step out, whether it's for work, whether it's for essential services right now. The fact is that there is no certainty of what's really going to happen. We've seen the manner in which 3 people, in a very unfortunate way, have already lost their lives. In fact, right here, I'd just like to bring you this visual of this particular apartment that we're at. Well, of course, Amita, this right here is a slab now that they've managed to actually put up just in order to ensure that water doesn't gush into the apartment. And remember, people, of course, of this apartment haven't been able to step out as well, primarily because of the fact that the entire road outside their house has been waterlogged completely. In fact, a little further in, of course, if we do go, there's almost about, 2 feet of water as well that's stagnant here. And with all of this said, also, it was only a little distance ahead right there at that corner apartment where, in fact, 2 people were electrocuted last night. In fact, they lost their lives as they were trying to switch on a motor to pump out water that had stagnated in the cellar of the apartment. Now, of course, it's really quite unfortunate that even as all of this, is what the people are having to deal with. It's quite literally monsoon mayhem over here in Bengaluru at its worst. People struggling to, really put their lives together, come back to normalcy, try and figure out, of course, how they're going to be able to, go about with their lives. And the government right now, quite busy celebrating 2 years of governance here. What's worst is that people have even said that, the political war right now, the slugfest between the state and the centre, has only gone on to make things worse here. And we'll, of course, really have to see right now as well, just look at the manner in which people are having to access or get into their apartments, jumping over the compound walls, not really being able to, get in through the normal routes or the gates. Of course, it is quite an unfortunate state of affairs here in the city. We'll really have to wait and see if anything can be done in the next 1 or 2 weeks before the monsoons actually arrive. To be able
Neha,
to
how
give
was the
people
situation in
some
the last
respite.
24 hours? Because what was being said that a yellow alert was, however, also sounded. But questions are now being asked by the citizens themselves as far as when it comes to stronger monsoon preparedness from the BBMP. We've seen how inflatable boats were also used in the middle of the roads there by when it comes to the civic institutes. How exactly are they going to tackle with the monsoons when they actually arrive?
Well, Amrita, that's absolutely right. Of course, on a lighter note, we've seen several posts on social media as well of residents, angry residents questioning whether it's time to invest in boats in Bengaluru rather than in cars because, the situation is just such that cars are breaking down, cars are submerged. People are having to spend, in fact, thousands to really just get their houses and their cars back together. And like you rightly said, of course, given the alerts right now in the city, it doesn't seem like things are going to be getting better anytime soon. We are, of course, picking up that at least about 23 districts in the state today are going to be affected this entire week. There have been yellow and orange alerts issued in different districts as well. And as far as Bengaluru, of course, is concerned, we've seen that it's been a whole overnight of heavy showers here that's brought the city down on its knees again. And as far as, of course, people are concerned today, several offices too have declared work from home, advising people not to really step out because that's how uncertain things remain in the city.
Well, the concerns that have been raised, however, there is an obvious blame game that has also been happening as far as the administration, the civic authorities are concerned. And with more rain forecast and the monsoon yet to begin, experts have been warning of worsening conditions unless urgent infrastructure upgrades are undertaken. We're talking about the tech capital of the country. For the moment, thank you very much, Neha, for joining us here on the broadcast.